Welcome to Design Around the World. I'm Carina, and today we're at Studio Ghibili Park in Nagoya.
Today we're headed to Nagoya to check out the Studio Ghibili Park. This has been a bucket list item for my family for a long time. I had purchased bullet train tickets for Tokyo to Nagoya and thought that the park was actually in Nagoya. It is not. We ended up purchasing regional train tickets, which took us a little bit of maneuvering to get to the park. And once we got there, we got off on the wrong station. So it was just one step before the park, since that's where my navigation map told me to get off. So we had this extra time walking in this very green park to get there. Once we actually got there, we hopped onto a line to get into the grand warehouse where we had purchased tickets. Tickets go on a sale a month before and sell out generally in 24 hours. Most of our time was spent in the grand warehouse, but the grounds also host other Studio Ghibli areas. And if you have been asking what Studio Ghibli is, here's a quick background. Studio Ghibli is a renowned Japanese animation studio known for producing some of the most beloved and critically acclaimed animated films in history. Founded in 1985 by directors Hayao Miyazaki and Isao Takahata, along with the producer Toshio Suzuki, the studio was born out of the success of Miyazaki's film Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind in 1984. Studio Ghibli is iconic for its whimsical, heartwarming narrative, introducing audiences to the studio's ability to balance light and dark themes with skillful storytelling. In 2001, Studio Ghibli released Spirited Away, directed by Hayao Miyazaki, which became the highest-grossing film in Japanese history. This was the first film our family watched and made us all fall in love with these films. Our first stop was an area for the movie The Secret Life of Arrietty, which is based on the book The Borrowers. The story follows Arrietty, a 14-year-old borrower who lives with her parents under the floorboards of a house, borrowing items from the humans who live there to survive. When Arrietty is discovered by a human boy named Sean, her world is no longer secret and her family is in danger. Everything in this area is large, as if you are the size of Arrietty and her family. The details in this area are incredible, with oversized, beautiful objects thickly stacked to create this incredible world, or the oversized leaves and insects that make you feel small. The use of postage stamps as art, and other found pieces like light bulbs, pencil tips, and more in giant sizes are a fun way to celebrate this movie. To learn more about the making of the films, we went through a fabulous area with film posters, food, and interactive areas. Now, much of this area I was not allowed to film, so I couldn't show you all of it. But my kids really love Totoro, who is a beloved character from the film My Neighbor Totoro, which released in 1988. These films really hold up because until I did the research, I didn't even realize how old this film was. The story follows two young sisters, Satsuki and Mei, who move to the countryside with their father to be closer to their hospitalized mother. As the girls explore their new surroundings, Mei encounters a magical creature named Totoro in a nearby forest. Totoro is a large, friendly forest spirit who quickly becomes a comforting and whimsical presence in their lives. Satsuki soon meets Totoro as well, and together the sisters experience a series of magical adventures with Totoro and other mystical creatures, including a giant, grinning cat bus. This area also features photographs of the directors and producers here at work with their animations, and more movie posters of some of the beloved films. If you are already a Ghibli fan, you will know that many of these films aren't just whimsical. Many are very poignant and sad. And as we walk through, I just wanted to show you this fully designed manhole cover. Every little detail here is so adorable. Lots of people stopped and took pictures with the robot from Castle in the Sky, but we stopped to get some treats. Check out the cool posters and decor. We ended up buying a lot of different treats and drinks that were so cool. Check out this cool poster, which of course I have no idea what it says, or these fabulous lanterns. Oh, and we did pose with the crazy birds from The Boy and the Heron. All around, you're going to see references to the movies and fabulous colors straight from the films. And if you're getting a little tired, you can always have your mom give you a back rub while you're waiting in line. Feels like that maybe should be switched up. Next up, we went through the line that allowed us to take pictures with some of the most iconic characters from the films. This one is of No Name from Spirited Away. Or how about a fist fight with Porco Rosso? There are plenty of films we had not seen or didn't know that I saw pictures of or areas to take pictures of, and some that we are huge fans of, like Ponyo and The Wind Rises. Around every corner, there were fabulous examples of the films and surroundings that were so detailed. And this wouldn't be a Design Around the World episode if I didn't grab a few shots of some of the wallpaper I found. Yes, this is in the bathrooms. And of course, finding some sweet treats to eat. As we headed out to see some of the gardens, we passed the Academy Award for The Boy and the Heron, which it won earlier this year. And then ended our time in the Grand Warehouse in the gift shop, where you could find incredibly cute stuffed animals, games, and other lovely things. And really quick, if you didn't see something in this video, there is a good chance it was because there was no photography in a lot of spots throughout. It made it really hard to show you some of the coolest things that I think would make people want to come to the park. So I'm a little confused about why these parts are not allowed to be filmed, but there you have it. It was a pretty long day, so we only visited one of the many lands that you could walk to, which of course meant also going down this slide. So we visited the Valley of the Witches. We hope to go back one day and also visit the 3 other areas called Hill of Youth, Dondoko Forest, and Mononoke Village. Our kids were pretty tired and we had to still travel to Osaka before the evening ended, so we couldn't make it to everything. So here's a little bit on Valley of the Witches. As its name suggests, the area is inspired by the themes of magic and witchcraft that are prevalent in Kiki's Delivery Service and Howl's Moving Castle. The design of the valley reflects the unique aesthetics of these films, capturing the essence of the fantastical and the mystical. We wandered through meticulously crafted landscapes that echo the charming rustic towns and enchanted environments seen in these movies. The attention to detail is extraordinary, with elements like cobblestone streets, lush greenery, and whimsical architecture creating an atmosphere that feels as if one has stepped directly into the animated worlds. There was a carousel in the middle of this area playing the music from this film. And by the way, I haven't mentioned it, but the music from these films are a huge part of the reason our family loves these movies so much. We took a moment to hang out in the gift shop, get some more silly food, and enjoy the magical atmosphere of this area. Even though we weren't able to go into every area, we were so glad we got to see everything that we did. If you have a chance to go, do it. And if you aren't headed to Japan anytime soon, go watch some of these beautiful films. I would recommend Spirited Away first. Some of our family favorites are Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, The Secret World of Arrietty, Castle in the Sky, Kiki's Delivery Service, Ponyo, My Neighbor Totoro, Graveyard of the Fireflies, The Boy and the Heron, and When Marnie Was There. Of course, I couldn't add all the ones we liked, and it really is a matter of younger subject matter versus older subject matter. These films have always brought me a lot of design inspiration, and if you haven't seen one yet, you will understand once you watch one. They are mystical and magical with storylines of whimsy and the fantastical mixed with sadness and real problems. The storytelling is unreal in these films. Do you like Studio Ghibli films? Tell me your favorite in the comments. And as a reminder, if you like this video or any of my other Design Around the World videos, make sure and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you soon.